What's up, everybody? Will Borza here, the LA recordist. That's a mighty fine sunset. It's the analog vlog. It's a vlog and a log. Alright guys, I'm bringing you another mix tip today. We're going back to the idea of mixing on headphones. So I hear so often that you should not mix on headphones. Mixing on headphones is bad. You can't do it right. You get a bad idea of stereo imaging. Usually the people that are telling me I can't mix on headphones, they don't typically give a reason why. I actually had to go searching medium hard on the internet to get the actual reasons why you should not be mixing on headphones. And basically it comes down to the idea that when you're listening on speakers in a room, your left ear can hear the right speaker and your right ear can hear the left speaker. It creates a sort of crosstalk, and also you can hear the room responding to the music, which you don't hear in headphones. The left ear, the left speaker is pushed up right against your ear, the right speaker is pushed up right. There's no crosstalk and there's no room involved. So I made it my personal mission today to figure out a way to emulate the sound of a room inside your digital audio workstation so that you can mix on headphones. All in the name of being a mobile mastering engineer. Full disclosure, this is not perfect. You're not creating a room exactly, but I think it's enough to get the job done to the point where you can simulate a room, which means you have a reference point between direct headphones and what it would sound like in a room. Now the trick is sitting and listening to this patch that I built long enough to realize and learn and get familiar with what music sounds like in this virtual room that I've created. So check it out. Rather simple, and I'll play this tune for you at the end of the vlog, but I've split up a song and I've split it. This top chunk is a direct signal. It's going from the audio file to a regular bus with nothing on it to the master. Nothing added. This green track here, which splits, this is going to this fake room bus that I've created. Now there's nothing too fancy going on here. The top plugin is just turning the gain down minus 2.5 decibels because that's what I figured out was the compensation that I needed. This is Deverb. You all know it, you all love it. It's the reverb that comes stock with Pro Tools. It's on Room 2. I turned this thing all the way down. The low pass filter is around 9 kilohertz, and the wet dry mix is 33%. 1/3 reverb and 2/3 dry signal. The real trick here is that I took the room bus and I panned in the left and right from 100 to 33. Why would you do this? Well, glad you asked. Well, here's the thing. The best way to set up your speakers in a room is in an equilateral triangle to your head in the best listening position that you have. Which means that in an equilateral triangle you have 3 60-degree angles, right? So if you take your pan knobs and you pan them in such a way that, you know, if there's a line coming out of the center of your head, 30 degrees to the left and 30 degrees to the right equals 60 degrees in front of you, centered on your head. Now, since the pan knobs in Pro Tools go from 0 to 100, but in geometry a right angle is 90 degrees, I compensated by that by, rather than putting it at 30-30, it's at 33-33, because 33 and 1/3 is 1/3 of 100, and 30 is, because 30 would be 1/3 of 90, but since it's 100, math, you get the point. So now your direct signal is coming towards you at a 60-degree angle rather than a 180-degree angle. Then you add the reverb in, and that simulates a room, not necessarily your room, not necessarily the best treated room, but a room. Anyway, I did some listening tests. I like it. I think it works pretty darn well. I'll play back to you right now. You can write in the comments, tell me what you think. Otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
As you leave for work, I I stand by the door. I'm reminded of that warm autumn day. That day I'll never forget. That day I'll always remember. It happened in September. A certain kind of love where we'd thought it'd last forever. So I can't help but stare. I went to our cafe, and in the corner booth I saw something so familiar. A man and a woman who were so in love. There's something in that look he gave her. It happened in September. A certain kind of love where we'd thought it'd last forever. So I can't help but stare. I tried to tell you this last night, but you got home late. Busy day, I figured, and I